Guy named Stu told me to do it this way, I think. So I gotta take my brakes off. Then try to. Nice new wheelchair. I picked it up yesterday, so it's getting scratched up. Oh, and I should have zipped up my pocket because I'm losing stuff. Now I lay my seat back, apparently. There! First time loading the chair up. So I just got these hand controls yesterday. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get in my car the best way without banging my knees up. There we go. Oh. There we go. It's on. Hand controls are on now. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's like freedom. Freedom.
If you're watching this video, I have terrible, terrible news. You're in a wheelchair now and, well, your doctor doesn't quite know how to tell you. That's why I'm here. Hi, and welcome to this 3-part series brought to you by ClimbTech Stair Builders. Because there's no elevator to success, you have to take the stairs. If you got a stair that goes way too high, need a hand, need a help, call the ClimbTech guys. But don't despair. There are plenty of others just like you all over this great nation. Oh look, here comes one now. Oh hi there, little buddy. How's the weather down there?
You know I can hear you just fine, right?
So, you're paralyzed from the waist down. Now what?
The chest down, actually.
Your carefree days of riding a bike, playing ball, or skipping stones down by the river are over. But chin up, lads. It's not all bad. There are plenty of things to do while sitting down. Things like reading a magazine, write a daily journal, listen to a sermon on tape, think about life and its meaning. You know what they say, an activity a day keeps the darkness at bay.
Am I being punked?
Roo-ree-ray-ry-ro-ra. Is this thing working?
When we started this, there was no intent of starting a group. We just wanted to have a beer and a plate of nachos and enjoy life.
All it took was 2 guys getting together for coffee, and what they've created, as far as I'm concerned, is a legacy that'll go down in history.
It opened my eyes up to life. It opened my eyes up to everything that I could do.
This isn't an average peer group.
If you used to do it, well, don't let a chair stop you from doing it now.
I'm going all the way, and I'm going, yeah, my blood is rebel. I'm going all the way, I'm going to another level. To another level.
We didn't break our backs in a library, so. My name is James Heckner. I have been in a wheelchair for 23 years, and I have an Asia A spinal cord injury, so just under the nipple line.
James is definitely the dad of the group.
He's like the dad that nobody listens to.
James can be the dad of the group, but he can also be the toddler of the group.
It depends on what day and what time of day you catch them at.
I don't think that I parent. Maybe they need some parenting.
There's also times where he's more like a brother because, you know, he's right in there in the shenanigans with everybody else.
I follow him to Earth's End, but in the same aspect, he'd probably get there and ask me how to climb the hill, so I don't know.
I like having fun, so.
As far as like our group and stuff goes, like not only pretty much did you start this whole thing, as soon as like you're involved in your name, it gets bigger just because people want, like, people kind of gravitate towards you.
Because you don't bring much to the court. I've watched you play rugby. You're not a sports guy.
Agree with that.
Hi, I'm Stu Weimer. I am a C6-7 quadriplegic. I've been in a wheelchair for 12 years, and I've got quad hands.
Cripple style. Stu. Stu's one of a kind.
Well, Stu is still a 6-year-old boy in a 42-year-old body that is crippled.
One day he called me up and he said that he bought this bus. This short bus, Stu bus.
Ah, the Stu bus. I love the Stu bus.
It is a party bus. This is my 1994 Bluebird bus, and it's a work in progress. This is the Stu bus. The bus is rocking. Don't come a knocking. I was a tradesman before, so I've got an understanding on how tools work. Now it's just a matter of making these hands work the tools, so sometimes the craftsmanship is not always there.
He's my main quadriplegic brother, and it just reminds me, Will, if Stu can do it, so can you.
But, Jin, I know it's run time.
I'm not, their whole bench is...
You were chin at me right now.
That's because their whole bench is...
But I can't hear them. I can only hear you right now, so zip it. You want to go back to Vernon?
Oh, let's go back to Vernon.
My name is Scott James. I've been in a wheelchair for 19 years. I'm a C6-7 quadriplegic, which means my hands do this and a little bit of this.
Well, Scotty's definitely one of the original fellas of the group. I mean, we met each other about 11 years ago, and when I met him, he was an angry fella. Now, 11 years later, you can't keep that guy at home.
I'm trying to run. Just hold on a second.
Scotty broke his neck falling off the monkey bars.
Not many people I know fall off monkey bars.
How would I describe Scotty? For a hairy beast, I guess he's pretty cute.
Yes, he does have pretty blue eyes, but he's also got a hairy back, so...
He's hairy.
Stu,
Cut.
what do you want? I told you what I'm doing. I'm in an interview. Hi, I'm William McCrate. I am 26 years old, good looking, as always. I'm a C6-7 incomplete quadriplegic. What is the C called? Cervical? What is that part of the neck called? I don't know what the C, but you know what I mean? There's lumbar, thoracic. Hey Siri, what is the neck called? Siri can't even handle it.
He's very, very wise, happy-go-lucky for the most part, unless you get him in the morning trying to put a sock on.
I've been in a chair for 4 years. Been in a 4 for chair years. And really, I'm just in it for the great parking.
He's a born leader. Not only that, but you're one of the youngest, meaning that you're the up and coming, because we're getting old and tired.
Very tired.
Very.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on you guys.
Thanks, Will.
I was gonna ask you, how much Viagra do guys take? Like just one pill? Because it seems like I might need more. I'm Dan McLean. I'm a T4 paraplegic, and apparently I'm the new rookie. I haven't been up those stairs since April 15th. My injury level is T4, which is about nipple height.
I was at work and I noticed I had a phone call, and it was from Dan's brother.
My brother had a rifle on his shoulder. He bent over. We had just got a turkey, so there was like some excitement. Something on his clothing or a jar or something sent the rifle off. I remember looking at my legs. My legs weren't where they're supposed to be. I was like frick, I've been shot in the back. Right away, I knew it's an accident.
I really thought that he wasn't going to be able to do anything. That's what I thought.
People think of paraplegic, you lose your legs. So you're paralyzed from maybe like the pelvis down. You either lose your legs or you lose your legs and your arms if you're a quad. Like my level, again, is at the chest line, so there's a whole bunch of other things. You lose your bowels, you lose your legs, you lose your balance. I was a respiratory therapist, so I worked a fair bit, actually worked on the spinal ward at BGH. So I knew a fair bit about spinal cord injury. I still, even though I worked with spinal cord patients, I didn't know the full extent of things that are affected.
Dan liked to get to know his patients, just as people, not as patients. And he would talk to me about, there's this young guy. I didn't know his name was Will. I didn't know any of that.
I met Dan 4 years ago when I was in the ICU. He was actually my respiratory therapist and a big part of my team that helped keep me alive for the 2 months.
Well, I first met Will right after his accident. He was on a ventilator, couldn't breathe very well by himself, so that's where I came in. I was looking after his ventilator.
Hello guys, just want to say hi to everyone and thanks for the support.
He couldn't cough on his own, so lots of times I'd get called into his room and I'd have to do abdominal thrusts, so push on his belly, get the air moving up to the chest and clean out his lungs. And then right after my accident, like that was one of the first images that came to my mind was, Will's doing okay, I can get through this.
So Dan told me when he was injured, it was Will he thought of. When he couldn't feel his legs. And then Will was connecting him right away. As soon as we got to GF, one of the nurses said, Will told me I have to take care of you.
Will has actually became the mentor instead of the mentee. In no other applications in life should this have happened, but now it has, and it's neat to see Dan ask William for help.
To help somebody with a higher injury go through that. Yeah. And see where you've taken it.
And look at you now.
Look at you now. But then when he goes through it, and now he's a para, and he's just watched this young quad strive.
Yeah.
What excuse does he have not to go and at least try something or do stuff?
The first time I got to see Dan in a sports chair would have been at wheelchair basketball.
The smile on his face is as big as anybody else's out there, which is, and that's why I think most of us do this, to get people out and, give them life after life. Because everybody thinks that once you're in a wheelchair, life's over, but it's far from over. As far as I'm concerned, it's just begun again.
It's really nice to see them. It's really neat to see Will teach Dan some stuff. And he needs Will.
It's almost like a giving back. Thank you for helping me out. Now I'm able to help you out in this unfortunate circumstance.
You can see how you can get stuck in a rut at home.
Oh,
but if
sure
there's
you
someone
can,
just
but
pushing you a little bit.
Pretty well off the hop, I was ready to just get out and do things. The only thing that was slowing me down was...
Yeah, you couldn't move.
You were
This was Will when I first met him.
That
was it.
Barely lift my arm.
Yeah.
I love these quad hands. Just texting my buddy Dan. Gonna see if he can make it out to our Fintry camping trip. I think it'd be great for him to get out and meet some of the guys. We're gonna have to give him a little bit of a hard time, but that's how it goes, right? It's more so peer pressure than peer support.
Fintry is super beneficial for people who like to get outdoors and sit by a fire and still camp. The beers get flowing, and sometimes somebody has a few too many.
Holy smokes. I need some water. morning.
You guys missed the fun night.
3:30. We had hot dogs.
What? Oh, you gotta ask Scott what we were calling James. He's got a female name now.
He got drunk off of wine and turned into Jimette.
If you look at my freewheel, there might still be some remains from James.
Yeah, he puked on his wheel. James is like, I am mortified to be sitting around the fire like that. It was girthy. We pushed through it.
Literally.
Oh, I did puke too last night too. That was bad.
How do you like your coffee? With cream?
Yeah.
You want to flip the switch?
Flip that switch. Flip that switch.
Don't hit me! Don't hit me!
Yeah, I was nervous to go meet just a bunch of people, period. I'm not that type of guy to go and just go to a group of people I don't know and kind of hang out with them, but...
You almost beat me out of bed.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, you probably did since you're here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You could tell that he was nervous. They were both nervous. There's no doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a large community. But you know what? Throw him in the deep end and see if he can swim.
It's like a cat. He's like a cat. And I'm like, do I have to move, James?
Your driveway's steep too, right?
I'll bring it up to the tall.
So I
Paddle.
Hey, Will, we're gonna film you all day. You think you put some pants on that don't have mustard on them?
That's not mustard.
Don't worry, we're just gonna exhaust the paddleboarding and then you can go back to camp.
You seen James?
James?
Anybody seen James?
No, I haven't seen it.
Suck it up, princess.
Now it begins. A change happening.
Or you want to see how it's done?
I want to see how it's done.
I'll show you.
Yeah, okay. That'll work.
A change happening. A change happening.
For Dan to come out and see that firsthand, kind of see that, you know, there's a lot of people in the area that are living and thriving and have adjusted and moved on, and see that, yeah, it's not all bad.
Yeah, I used to love stand-up paddleboarding. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
It would be neat for you to be on the
Oh,
water
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I looked up to Dan in the ICU to be that guy to help keep me alive. I always figured that I was in the rookie stage and I had a lot to learn, and obviously I still have a lot to learn, but it's a pretty cool feeling that I get to pass on that torch to Dan as he's our new rookie, and I hope that I'm doing the best I can for him.
Got on the water?
Cool. Oh, it's nice out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that once you're injured, that's it. You got to stay in the house and, you know, heal and this, that, or whatever. I think half of healing is being human.
Now for my second ride of the day.
This is how we
I
lose the
haven't done this before.
Use the quad, yeah.
Everybody was having a good time, getting together. It was like a big family. They had their trailers, they had their buses, they had their drinks, the fire, just like any other group of people would be on a camping trip. And I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I feel that we got this perfect campsite here because we've got the broke-back tree, but it's extremely resilient because it's still alive even after losing 99% of it.
Taking a licking, but keeps on ticking.
Oh, man. Resilience at its finest. No, honestly, though, it's pretty impressive. He's only been injured for a few months now, and that's...
5 months.
5 months.
It's ridiculous.
Out and getting out, doing things. Interacting is probably one of the biggest challenges that we face.
For being comfortable with it.
But it is impressive because really you don't see that very often. Usually we tend to be, stick around home for a little while anyways.
At least a year or two.
Yeah. Just kind of get used to things, but pushing his boundaries is good.
Yeah, and I'm sure he hasn't fully accepted it. Like, I mean, we all go through these things and we put a brave face on when the time comes to socialize or come to these events. But even just pretending and putting that brave face on helps you get through a lot of it.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder if you actually ever 100%.
No,
Get over
it's all
that.
day to day.
Yeah.
It all depends on that day.
Stop thinking about it. Yeah.
Stop thinking about it until you shit your pants.
then you really reality is kicked in really fast.
Hey there, chap. You're looking mighty dapper this fine morning.
Hey, thanks, man.
See? Just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you can't look good. So, after leaving the hospital, you will inevitably find yourself occupying a room in one of our state-of-the-art care homes found all across this great nation.
This is my home. I bought it. Who are you?
Now that you're wheelchair-bound and snug as a bug in your new home, you'll need constant around-the-clock care from a fully registered care nurse.
I'm his wife, not his care aide.
Babe, it's not even worth it.
I told you not to let them in.
Make sure to schedule those lengthy and abundant doctor visits around your family and friends because they will be your transportation from now on.
I'm actually just going to work, so if you could...
Whatever you say, Hot Wheels! But hey, while other people are driving you around, at least you can enjoy your daily outing by gazing out the window. Ah, yes! Anger's a very common emotion associated with the handicap.
Oh, he's got a leaker.
It's a good way to start.
Guns at one, pal! We got a few guns here today. We got the bolt action 22. We got a bolt action 223. We got my bolt action 30-06, so we'll be laughing at that. We'll be having fun.
Without this community, it would be much less exciting.
You guys ready? Can we shoot?
So I built this hand splint with orthopedics in the hospital just to help reinforce my pointer finger. You know, life could always be worse. I'm 6 feet above the ground when I could be 6 feet under. I still have all my mind, personality, most of my good looks.
It's good to see guys living the way they do, enjoying life, not just enjoying life, but actually like grabbing it by the horns. They're probably living better than most people do.
So it's pretty handicap accessible, which makes it nice and easy to get into. You don't have a door that opens up.
You know, rehab actually begins when you go home. You know, you've got the whole facility and all that to help you out when you're in a rehab setting, but As soon as you go home, that's when the real rehab, begins.
Here's our new handy accessible bathroom.
The most eye-opening thing for me is the aspect of how your bowels have been affected. I don't know if that's, you want to talk about that, but yeah, I was not prepared for, I was thinking, okay, I'm losing my legs, I won't be able to walk, I'll be in a chair, but then I didn't realize how much the bowel stuff impacts your daily life. Yeah.
I can't remember what was happening at that moment, but I remember his face and just like realizing that bowels and bladder were not going to be in his control. And he was just like, oh.
What are you doing, Stewie? I'm having a pee. Shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
The easiest thing is not walking.
Yeah, the walking part is quite simple. I don't walk.
The worst thing is being on a first date, and as you're wheeling up to the restaurant with a girl, you shit your pants, and you have to explain to your first date girl you just met that you have to leave because you just shit your pants.
Turning a fart into art. A pukasa. I don't know how to explain it. Shit happens. It is what it is.
FYI, there was no second date.
They just all shared everything. Yeah. Yeah, code browns aren't a secret. I thought that would be at least a secret. But no, it's not. Yeah, I've had meltdowns over that.
I've had meltdowns too. I find you have to share how you, like for me, I have to share how I feel. Let her be part of the process of what you're going through. Because it just doesn't affect me, it affects both of us. Just like a lot of things now. Going to peer groups. If I wasn't in a chair, I'd be like, oh, it's dumb. But now it's good, so yeah.
The peer groups, the coffee group, maybe almost like a crystal ball for me. I kind of seen like Stu and Will and James. It almost lets me see that Dan's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay because they're okay and they have fun and they do stuff and he's gonna be okay.
I think there's a bigger toll on a lot of families that get overseen because everybody's worried about the injured person, where the family is dealing with just as much, if not more.
Oh no. I think I broke it. I did. This is not my strength. Yeah. I wrecked that one. Yeah, I see it. It's inside. Yeah. That's $12. I have to do it again. And it's frustrating for Dan because he can't help me. I could put oil in it, and I could gas it up, and I could clean it. That's it. I don't know. It's inside. We have one more we can try. This has to go in, and then this goes on, and then that goes on.
Okay.
Learned that from YouTube.
That is the right way, right? Yeah.
I think so.
do it. I can't get enough strength to turn it. It's okay, hon. It's okay.
Easy.
Easy for a mechanic.
Can't do it.
Well, take her to Cal Tire. It's fine.
Dan did so much. And just knowing that he won't do those things anymore, like that's a certain thing. Like he certainly won't sneak up behind me anymore. I know we can adapt things, we can do all kinds of wonderful things still, but there are some things that are just gone.
Lots of times she'll be upset and I'll ask her what it is, and she just misses me, you know, walking around the yard doing yard work, or she knows I won't be going for hikes anymore, going skiing. That makes her sad. Yeah. We used to like to travel, so yeah, she'll miss the trips that we used to take. We'll just be taking trips, but it'll be different now. Yeah.
We've been going to Vegas for Halloween for the last 6 years, and primarily the intention is to take new injuries down there and get their feet wet traveling. I feel that Vegas is a perfect spot for a first trip. It is by far the most accessible city in the world. There is no doubt about that.
What we should do is find a way to bring Dan to Vegas. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Pop his cherry. Like, let's take him somewhere like that. Like,
Dan needs to go to Vegas. Plus, I want to see how much stuff he takes.
Yeah.
Dan's going to Vegas.
Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
I'm going with this crazy peer group, and we're heading down to Vegas for Halloween. It'll be my first time traveling. Yeah, we'll see what the adventure has in store for me.
Let's go.
God, look at all the pieces. Nah, I don't need instructions.
There are more than 4 legs?
No, there's 2 different kinds of legs. A commode is basically a chair with a butthole in it. I was anxious about getting this travel commode in time because if I didn't have it, I would have wrecked my trip. So it was nice to have this show up in time.
Biggest one for traveling is obviously bladder and bowel accidents.
When you don't have control of your bowels, you know, it's a crapshoot whether you're gonna poop on the plane or not.
Because, I mean, you're stuck on a tube and you're flying in the air. I mean, if you happen to have a code brown and you're flying through the air, I mean, they're not going to land the plane for you.
So whatever side the bench goes on, the bench sits on this. That's what it is.
Oh, I see.
Who needs instructions? There we go. Oh, yeah, you're right. For Halloween, we're being Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. Except Little Red Riding Hood's pushing the Big Bad Wolf around in a chair. That'll still fit and carry on like that, though.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed at this time.
And they make you go through all of this stuff, eh?
Yes.
Hi, it's James Heckner calling you here. I just wanted to give the hotel a quick heads up. There's 16 of us coming down tomorrow, and I think that there is about, I would say 8 wheelchair accessible rooms that should be confirmed. There's 11 people in chairs going. And of those 11, 2 of them are new. So this will be an excellent experience for them and just a way for them to gain independence and confidence and, yeah, go have some fun with a group of wheelies.
Dan will definitely be in good hands in Vegas.
We're in a limo.
How did we get in the limo?
I really don't know. Kurt Cobain's done.
Oh, I'm back. We got this. I have a friend that's a paraplegic. Yeah, no, he can't.
Yeah! I have a feeling there's gonna be could be some crazy shenanigans going on, yeah. Everything went really smooth. Yeah, it's good. People were nice. No beers though on this flight.
Also going to the Vegas place, so that was nice.
Coming in here.
Little stressed because we gotta get to the next flight here in what, 40 minutes? And 2 more wheelchairs, me and Sean to go.
I am glad that he has jumped on board with trying everything, because by the sounds of it, he did this prior to injury, so why let an injury hold you back? I'm just glad that he's not using a wheelchair as an excuse not to do things.
6 months in and going to Vegas, that's incredible. Not many people take on the injury like Dan has.
I really feel like skies will be the limits for Dan.
Hello. Going to Vegas, baby.
When you actually accomplish something like that, there is just a huge sense of satisfaction, and you want more of it. You want that independence, and we strive for that. We do a lot of that.
They're just real people that are looking to have a good time and suck the mirror out of life while they out of their second life. It's pretty cool.
People keep telling me you need to see a therapist, you should get some counseling. And I see the value of that, but I see that hanging out with a group has so much more value because it's real, it's tangible. I feel good when I'm with them. It's not like a babysitting club or a Band-Aid. It's real, and it's, I don't know, it just helps.
There was a disco ball, there was a chicken on my head, and I had red lipstick.
I got a hunger, I gotta feed my soul. The gates are open, so release the bulls. Don't hold me back no more, unleash the beast inside. Stand up with my pride, I was born to toe the line.
12 of us trying to get a taxi in Vegas. Crazy.
Dan is just knocking him down.
I just had a couple shots.
There was a little bit in Vegas when he was dancing with James. That was a little bit of Dan, yeah.
Now I know Dan can probably party harder than most of us. That was nice to see him kind of amalgamate into this crew. Dan's one of us.
Are you ready to ignite the fire inside? We are legends. Tonight's the night. Yeah, we are legends. Tonight's the night. Yeah. So come along with me, 'cause we're making history. Yeah, we are legends tonight. A legend is born tonight. History is made tonight. A legend is born.
It's hard. When I work at GF Strong, so I see people when they get injured and when they're about to go home, and oftentimes I don't see them when they're actually at home, which is very tough. You ask any social worker, physiotherapist, occupational therapist at GF Strong, what's the hardest part about the job? And they always say, I don't know what happens to our client when they go home. So when I see somebody like Accessible Okanagan taking on somebody and they pull somebody in and kind of bring them into the group and make them feel welcome and show them, hey, this is how you do this is how you do that, this is how you have a good time. This is how you have a good time, that's the most important thing. It's one thing to say, this is how you navigate your house, this is how you navigate your city, but this is how you navigate a good time, that's the most important thing. And when I saw that Dan and Colleen were coming, I was so excited. I went on my visa, saw how many points I had, booked the flight right away.
Yeah, I just feel like I've gained this whole family. Yeah, just got a bunch of brothers now. Yeah.
I think it's time we start again. We've lost everything. I hope one day soon we'll all remember the cycles of the moon. I think it's time we start over. We're not where we're supposed to be. We have come so far from the day we planted the first seed. Doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter what you've done. Doesn't matter from where you've run. Just as long as you remember we all are one.
6 months today that my accident happened, so yeah, here I am in Vegas. Yeah, there was always people out there, but I didn't know it was going to be actually this much fun. Actually, really thought it was going to be more almost like an AA meeting where these guys get together and talk about the problems. But no, it's all about having fun, getting out there, supporting each other. I'm comfortable now to be traveling.
Well, hi there, big guy.
Oh, God, please, no.
A hearty congratulations to you for getting out of bed and out of the house today. It's so nice to see you out. You got a license for that thing? Hey, want a race? Slow down, you'll get a speeding ticket.
You're literally the worst person.
Once you're out and attempting to be part of society, you may want to consider becoming a motivational speaker or start your journey to walking again. The mind is a powerful tool, Jimmy. You just have to try. Where there's a wheel, there's a way, I always say. Hey! Hey! Where are you going? You shouldn't be out here alone. You're such an inspiration! Oh, hi there. I see you're in a wheelchair.
So one of the most challenging things I've had to deal with since my injury is the nerve pain. Sometimes it just lays you out, like I have to go to bed. My nerve pain kind of starts in my butt and goes down my legs. It's almost like hitting your funny bone, but it's like all the way down your legs. So it's pretty brutal, yeah. I had to switch to decaf, just kind of sucky. Right now, it feels like I've been sitting on a hard wooden chair for hours. Some of the pain is kind of mind over matter, so doing activities, you forget about your pain.
It's unpredictable, the severity. I guess it's always there, but it's just unpredictable how bad it's going to be on any given day. I think we still have a lot to learn and a lot more experiential learning to do. And that's just going to keep coming. It hasn't even been a year yet, so I look forward to when I can see Dan roll by and it doesn't hurt. Yeah.
I'm most looking forward to the day that this just feels like normal life. Because right now it feels like it's all new. Every day is kind of a struggle in a way. And I'm just looking for the today when I just, I don't think twice about getting out of bed and getting in my chair, heading in my car and going somewhere. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, it'll come. From what my peers tell me, it takes a couple years before you start to feel like that. So, yeah. I'm just looking toward it. It's just a normal routine. Mm-hmm. I'm in Kelowna. Colleen and I drove down yesterday, and we're going to go try sit skiing at Big White for the first time. No, I've already pretty much told myself it's not going to be the same. I don't know. Just skiing is part of the past life, and now you just push on to the new and different things. Yeah. Biggest emotional struggle so far is just missing what I used to do 6 months ago. I used to do a lot of hiking, skiing. I look up in the mountains and I used to walk through the mountain, the hills and the mountains, and that's gone now, so that's kind of sad.
He's only been really down a couple times, and it's always been when it dawns on him, because I don't even know that, I can't say that he sits down and thinks about something he can't do. I think it dawns on him that he can't just jump out of the car and climb up and see what's over that lookout. That's when he gets sad.
I spent a lot of time on the hill, right? In the winter, if I wasn't home, I was on the hill kind of thing, so.
He doesn't talk about the losses, and skiing was a loss, and this is getting a little bit of it back. So.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's it going? All of the layers. But you'd think, we can't feel the temperature anyways. Why worry?
Very
too.
First time on the hill since the accident.
Been waiting for this since last year.
Ski day.
Some things don't change. Scotch on wheels or not.
Hopefully they start me on the bunny hill or a black diamond, whatever.
He's a very good skier.
Yeah, and this is his first time out on
Like this.
ski?
Yeah. He was injured in April, so this is our first winter.
So are there like any tips or anything I need to know how to do this, or you just
Don't put your arms down.
There we go.
So as we go down, like this, and like that.
Proud of all of them. It's an adrenaline rush that everybody needs to experience.
See ya.
I'm going home.
That was good.
There's a scene, I think, in Father of the Bride where the daughter says she's getting married and he looks over and she's like this little girl sitting in a chair. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, you still think of your little girl. Mm-hmm.
Such a beautiful woman, girl. Come here.
Oh, so happy you're here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a type of guy, I think like most men, they want to think of themselves as being self-sufficient. They don't need anybody, they can get by on their own. But the peer group from the Okanagan and around Kamloops, they've been a life changer. Like I couldn't have been where I am today without them. So today is 1 year after my accident. It's been a heck of a year, learning how to live in a wheelchair.
Yeah, today I feel an epiphany moment almost of this happened and it sucked and it's sad and my heart was broken, but we're not the only ones that this happened to. We're not the only ones that this is going to happen to. And if we can help other people have it a little bit easier, then we want to do that. I want to do that.
Now, I don't mean to toot our own horns, but I mean, it's a pretty special group. It's a group that has evolved over 11 years.
I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've met a lot of people throughout my years, and not a lot of them you can call true friends.
You know, being part of this group has made me more myself than I ever thought I could be in a chair.
A lot of us are closer than we are with most of our family, which seems strange to some. I can definitely say for one that I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for my new family.
This isn't something we knew much about, and now we know a lot. So we have to share. I'm looking forward to Dan doing housework.
Yeah, I can't do housework.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm in a chair. It's impossible.
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Keep talking! You working hard, bud?
Took my stash of snake cash to buy.
Ouch!
Cool. You couldn't feel that? It was below the level of injury.
That was my diaphragm.
You shook your head as no you said. You turned around and walked right on me. Well, I'll be alright in the morning. Be alright when you're gone. Be alright by my lonesome. Be alright. Well, I'll just keep moving on. I'll be alright.
Where's James? James, where's James? Oh, hey, James.
Yep. Well, I watched you as you called a cab. I watched you as you pulled on down that drive. Well, I had to wait on just in case I saw the brake lights and maybe you'd change your mind. Nope. But I'll be alright in the morning. Be alright when you're gone. Be alright by my lonesome. Be alright. Oh, I'll just keep moving on. And I'll be alright. Yeah. Well, come on, well, I'll be alright. You'll see.